most disgusting business model that anyone has ever seen, probably in the history of mankind.
On the Steve Bannon Show, Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene trashed her party support for Ukraine, and perhaps projecting, Greene claimed Republican voters are sick of the House Speaker.
They are absolutely done with Republican leadership like Mike Johnson, who totally sold us out to the Democrats. Joined the Uniparty faster than anyone we've ever seen in history.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, a historian we can rely on. Well, more on that in a moment. Greene is, by legislative standards, a loser. She failed to end foreign aid to Ukraine. She keeps railing against Speaker Johnson.
He has completely betrayed the Republican Party. He has completely betrayed Republican voters.
And now, as the New Republic headline says, conservatives quickly turn against idiot Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sunday's New York Post front page, Niet Moscow Marjorie. That's the nickname Greene received recently from former Republican House member Ken Buck.
Moscow Marjorie is focused now on this Ukraine issue and getting her talking points from the Kremlin.
The New York Post, which put Greene in that Russian hat, is owned by the conservative Murdoch family, the same family that owns Fox News.
So I really could care less about their criticism. They didn't send me to Washington. I do not work for them. As a matter of fact, I came to Washington because I myself, as a regular American, was fed up with the Uniparty as well.
A regular American. Well, countless conservatives say Marjorie Taylor Greene is anything but regular. Conservative Liz Peek recently wrote this column titled, "Marjorie Taylor Greene is an idiot." She is trying to wreck the GOP. Quote, "It's high time someone in the Republican Party told Marjorie Taylor Greene to turn all that bombastic, self-serving showmanship and drama queen energy on Democrats and stop trying to defeat her own party." The columnist added, Greene would rather burn down the House, metaphorically speaking, than work towards the greater good. But Greene, of course, seems to have no self-awareness or self-shame about the greater good. She only has one speed, and it involves screeching, even at her own party.
So you want to know something? I don't apologize for standing firm in my belief and my faith and my absolute allegiance to the United States of America. As a matter of fact, I am cemented in this, and I will fight harder for our country. The Republican Party is the party that needs to change, and they need to start reflecting the will of their voters and actually do the job instead of just running their mouth constantly every single campaign cycle.
The Wall Street Journal editorial board, another conservative media outlet, recently wrote a joint opinion piece titled Rep. Mayhem Greene. The piece accused Greene of being most interested in TV hits and internet donors. And conservative columnist Deborah Saunders with the Las Vegas Review-Journal wrote, "Who put Marjorie Taylor Greene in charge of the House?" All of this Republican discord is, of course, music to the ears of Democrats. The Republican infighting has added to public perceptions that the GOP is out of control and cannot govern. And by historical standards and by the numbers, the perception is spot on. This Republican-led House is on track to be the least productive Congress in U.S. history. And all polling shows that when voters see Marjorie Taylor Greene and other conservative extremists as the face of the Republican Party, GOP campaigns get crushed. So perhaps it was only a matter of time before Greene's antics cost her friends in the world of conservative media. She has long had a reputation for peddling crazy conspiracy theories, including that 9/11 was an inside job, a Jewish family's space laser started California wildfires, and that the airplane crash of John F. Kennedy Jr. may have been caused by the Clintons.
Kennedy getting killed in the plane crash, because isn't it interesting that he had announced he was going to run for Senate just before he died in a mysterious plane crash. But anyway, so that's another one of those Clinton murders, right?
Last year, Greene had a nasty feud with far-right Colorado Republican Lauren Boebert.
Order, please.
Eyewitnesses reported the full dialogue included this. Boebert, "I don't like the statements you've made about me publicly." Greene, "Well, you copied my articles of impeachment." Boebert, "I haven't even read your impeachment resolution." Greene, "I've donated to you, I've defended you, but you've been nothing but a little bitch to me, and you copied my articles of impeachment after I asked you to co-sponsor them." Boebert, "Okay, Marjorie, we are through." Greene, "Lauren, we were never together." More recently, Greene has parroted Russian talking points on Ukraine.
This is a war on Christianity. The Ukrainian government is attacking Christians. The Ukrainian government is executing priests.
Greene has become so favorable to Russia that even Russian state television is gushing over her. Recently, a Russian state TV host described Greene as a real beauty. She is a blonde who wears white coats with a fur collar. She's demonstrably heterosexual. Greene is also the poster child of America's failed education system.
Now we have Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police spying on members of Congress.
It's Gestapo, not gazpacho.
There's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to take this global cable of Satan-worshiping pedophiles out.
It's cabal, not cable.
I do not support your socialist policies. If you want to be a big girl, you need to get rid of your diaper and come out and be able to talk to the American citizens instead of us having to use a little flap.
Greene is also a proven liar who cannot seem to keep her stories straight, even about January the 6th.
And then your wish was that Congress not certify Joe Biden as the winner of the 2020 election.
No, that's not accurate.
Not accurate.
Can't allow it to just transfer power peacefully like Joe Biden wants.
I'm not interested in just fighting leadership. I think that's a complete waste of time.
To be fair, Marjorie Taylor Greene, like Donald Trump, may always have a core base of support among far-right isolationists and lunatics. And that could be enough to keep her in office in her exceptionally conservative Georgia district. But even previous conservative media supporters of Greene who support Donald Trump are questioning Greene's house-wrecking antics.
How is this leading to re-electing President Trump? How is this leading to the American people believing that the Republicans can govern? People are saying, look, she's creating chaos. She's making the entire party look like it's disrupted.
Of course, the GOP does not look disrupted. It is disrupted. And as long as Marjorie Taylor Greene and Donald Trump have influence and power in the GOP, the Republican Party will continue to be a mess. By the way, speaking of messes and Donald Trump, there are now multiple reports that Trump has created quite a smell in his New York criminal trial.
And I'm sitting here for days now, from morning till night, in that freezing room, freezing.
While Donald Trump complains about the thermostat, his criminal trial reportedly has had an awful smell. Thanks to him.
Donald Trump is actually farting in the courtroom and that it's very stinky around him. It's a putrid odor in the courtroom and that Trump's lawyers are like repulsed by the scent and the smell.
According to the Midas Touch, this has happened repeatedly.
You know, we have good sources there. And I'm hearing it from actual credible people that as he's kind of falling asleep, he is actually passing gas and that his lawyers are really struggling with the smell.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from America of the North 655, who wrote, "Crapping and napping, get him out of here." Indeed. I look forward to reading your comments about Marjorie Taylor Greene torturing her own Republican House Speaker and getting burned in turn by conservatives. I'm David Schuster. Thanks for joining us.